The Madden 26 situation on the Nintendo Switch 2 has been very bizarre for me. I picked up the game with the Early Adopters Edition for $100 to make a video for you guys, and because I'm excited about Madden coming back to a Nintendo platform. I was hopeful that the game would be really good and an enjoyable experience. I played the game, I showed you guys footage, and the frame rate was all over the place, constantly fluctuating when you're running a play on offense or on defense, thus making the playability of the game extremely low for a lot of people. Now, most people on YouTube agreed with me, but over on Twitter, it was like I kicked someone's baby or something like that. All these accounts came out of the woodwork saying that the game looks great and it runs great and I'm a fraud and I have ulterior motives and stuff like that. And these people were being dead serious about it. And I'm like, just look at my footage of the game. I almost thought that I was going crazy at this point in time, but then Good Vibes Gaming came out and did a frame rate test for the game, and lo and behold, the frame rate constantly fluctuated all over the place when you're in the middle of running plays, thus making the game not a very playable experience if you want to have a quality football experience. But a day one patch came out for Madden 26 now that the official release has come out for everyone. And these same people who were telling me the game looked great and ran great on day one on the Switch 2 are now saying the game looks and runs better than it did before, but I thought that it ran great and it looked great previous, and you said it was 40 to 60 frames per second even though it dipped below 30 and above 30. I don't know, man. Maybe I just downloaded a bad copy of the game. So I re-downloaded Madden 26 with the new patch because I want to see what this brings to the table. According to the patch notes, it's just additional content and stuff to buy and stuff like that, but maybe there's a little bit of secret sauce here with this. So we're going to check out the latest edition of Madden 26 to see if it is indeed fixed for the Switch 2, because I honestly hope it is. All right, so we're going to be doing the same game that we played on day one. I did check to make sure that all of the updates were indeed done. I am using the latest version of Madden 26 for the Nintendo Switch 2. And in my initial video, I showcased a game between the Giants and the Bills at Bills Stadium, as that was the first preseason game for the Giants, which they won, by the way, you know, just for the record there. And so we're doing the exact same parameters that we did with the initial video here. And of course, remember, you have to have an online connection to play this game, so have fun playing it in handheld mode when you're in the middle of nowhere. But, you know, that's besides the point. Madden 26, greatest football game ever on the Switch too. But I am going into this with an open mind because I do want the game to be good. I want to be able to play the game here. You could see this all looks pretty familiar, you know, not the best in the world. The intros are a little bit hiccupy, but I don't care. Like, wow, okay, that was terrifying. But I don't care about that. I'm here to play the game, and if the game looks and plays better, then I will be happy. Because honestly, the game didn't necessarily look bad when not in motion. It's just when you're playing the game, the motion and the inconsistent frame rates are the problem. I'm using the exact same capture card, which is a great capture card. I'm using all of the same settings that I use to record the footage. So this will be a very accurate representation of the initial video that I did on this game. Let's get Russell Wilson out there and let's get a feeling for things here. Let's see if things do feel and perform better, because I'm hopeful that they do. I want this game to be good, people. I don't understand why people think I don't want the game to be good. Just like I want WWE 2K25 to be good, which it was. Just like I want NBA to be good, which I'm pretty sure it will be. So that was a terrible run here. I mean, you could still see the little hiccups and stuff like that. Allegedly, that is across all versions of the game, so, you know, maybe I shouldn't hold that against this, but then you're just getting into the root of the game itself as far as the quality is concerned. I think it looks good when not in motion. Like, the characters look nice and stuff like that, but let's run a little pass play here. Nice little completion. Like, it honestly still feels the same to me. Like, it feels like there's a bit of a disconnect between you and the player, you kind of controlling the play, and the frame rate doesn't seem to be, you know, completely smooth. Most of these people that are showing you, like, come on, man. Like, come on, dude. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Like, I re-downloaded the entire game. This replay, look at this replay. Nice and smooth. So why isn't the game running like that? You see a lot of curated clips popping up online where it's like 15 seconds, 20 seconds of a clip, and it's like, well, that's not necessarily indicative of like a full game experience. Oh, that was a terrible call. That was a terrible call, RGT. What are you doing? Like, I am simply just showing you the game. That's what I'm doing here. I am showing you how the game looks, performs, and runs. And if that makes you angry, like, this still feels a little bit, disconnected here as far as the smoothness is concerned. Let's go to neighbors across the middle here. Won't you be my neighbor? Oh, that's a beautiful play. And don't call into. There was another thing that evidently I don't play Madden. I did not play Madden 25 because the Giants stunk last year. I have played the other Madden games up until that point. I have played Madden 24. I played Madden 24 online with 8-Bit Eric several times. So I am familiar with Madden. I don't understand where that narrative came from. But even like that run play there, I didn't feel like it was as smooth as it should have been, and there were some frame rate fluctuations. And if you look at the actual patch notes for this game, there is nothing about changing any sort of performance things or whatnot. It was just adding in additional content into the game. Like, and obviously I'm not terrible at Madden because I'm driving down the field here on the Bills and, about to score a touchdown, and in just a little bit, I'm playing at the default difficulty. You saw all my settings, simulation and stuff like that. Like, my problem with this game is just that we have better ports on the Switch too. You have WWE 2K25, which runs at 60 frames. You have Street Fighter 6 when you do the actual game stuff, it runs at 60 frames. This is just unacceptable, and I don't think it's a slight against the Switch hardware. I think it's a problem with the Frostbite engine, because I've been hearing that FC is going to be very similar to this as well. And I know what you're saying to yourself, RGT, you said this was unplayable and blah, blah, blah. It's hyperbolic. It's unplayable in the sense that it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like you have complete control. And, say what you will. Oh, God, I biffed that. What the hell was that? I wasn't paying attention. Say what you will about Madden as a franchise, and you would probably be correct, because there are lots of problems with the game at its core and at its franchise, although this does seem to be a little bit better behind all of the monetary things. If you're playing a football game, you want to have a good football experience. And I almost feel like if they locked the frame rate at something, it would have felt better. But I know the Switch is capable of more. I feel like it's just the Frostbite engine that they're using. And maybe these people think, people will make fun of the Switch 2 for being weak if Madden 26 runs better on other platforms. But it's like, who cares, dude? You can't sit there and simp for bad ports, or else it'll never change. Because you know what? I guarantee you that Madden 27 will run at 60 frames. I guarantee you they'll iron it out. But I don't know, man. You can clearly see what's happening with this. You can clearly see the and maybe it's something that needs to be felt in order to fully understand it. But as I'm playing this, like, it does not feel as good as it should. Oh, we got a fumble recovery. Look at me. You can say I'm not good at the game. It seems to me like it needs more time in the oven. And maybe a patch can come along and fix these frame rate issues, and then the game would be more enjoyable. But as it stands now, this is just like, why would I play this? Oh, what are you challenging the call? Go to hell. That was a clear fumble and my ball. But it's just like, I want the game to be better. I want the game to look and perform and run like other games do on the Switch 2. And I don't think that's too much to ask for. I don't think asking for quality in a sports game where frame rates are very important is necessarily too much to ask for. And once again, if you are having fun with this game, you're enjoying it, that's fine. I'm not here to take away your enjoyment or, be a Scrooge about it or anything. I'm just highlighting my experience with the game. There are plenty of games that I enjoy that other people don't, and vice versa. That's fine. But I just wanted to show you this update. Maybe you think this is a vast improvement, and if you do, you know, that's cool. I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with you. I am just simply sharing my experience with the game as I am playing it with the new patch that supposedly made things a bit better, even though they were great beforehand. I don't know. Kind of weird. Let me know in the comment section down below, though. Have you been enjoying Madden 26 either on the Switch 2 or on other platforms? If so, that's cool, man. You know, I'll probably check it out when it's on sale on like Xbox if they never fix this, or if the Giants start, you know, the season off really well and I get a little hankering for some football action. But I'm hopeful that they can do some stuff with this version of the game. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Be sure to like, comment, share, hit the bell as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.